I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of dudes screw this simple thing up, and you wanna know why? Because they don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to wearing suits. And I'm the one to believe that when it comes to buying your first suit, it's like your first serious step in life. The time that you get a solid suit in your wardrobe and you do it right, it's the time that you grow up. And today, boys, I wanna make sure that you do know what the hell you're doing by giving you the 10 most common mistakes that I see every single time a dude buys a suit and wears it for the first time. Today, you are gonna look like a complete pro when you're done with this video. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Oh my God. Number 1, buying your first suit and wearing them with regular white tube socks. I'm sure you've seen it before. You look nerdy. I see it all the time. The problem is that the clash is too harsh. The regular rule of thumb is that you want your socks to somehow match your trousers. This is the classic thing that your grandpa and your father have done for ages. While this does work, you can add some sort of contrast to your socks to add a little difference and make the outfit look more modern. Which rolls us on to number 2, wearing a short sleeve button down with a suit. Again, I feel like this is the nerdy dude that just works in the accounting department that can never get a girl, does this all the freaking time. Do not wear a short sleeve button down shirt with a suit. When it comes to a suit, there's nothing more elegant than that crisp white cuff that you can see right under your suit jacket. That contrast, in my opinion, that's straight money. That's money in the bank. And if you wear a short sleeve button down, you're missing out on that. Number 3, you go to JCPenney, H&M, or Zara to buy your first suit, which in and of itself is your first mistake. Here's the problem. If you're buying your suit off the rack, you've already lost. Before you even started, before you even swiped that card, the fact that you stepped into the stores, you've already lost. Because these stores produce suits for the masses, meaning that they cut suits in a small, medium, large format to fit everybody. And the reality is that my body type doesn't look like your body type, and your body type probably doesn't look like your friend's body type. So how in the world can you fit in a suit that's fit for the masses? You're gonna look bad off the gate. This is why you fail when you step into the stores and win when you step into Indochino. Indochino is our sponsor and one of my favorite suit makers. Bro, I think I've been talking about Indochino for like 5-6 years because I've been using Indochino ever since I started this channel. Even before I was getting sponsored by Indochino, I was buying Indochino suits because they're so amazing. Indochino makes custom-made suits. In other words, what happens is that when you buy an Indochino suits, you go to their website and you build a user profile. And this profile, they're gonna help you out teaching you how to measure your body. Once you do that and you input all your measurements, you're good to go. Now you can go onto Indochino and browse all their suits. Here's the best part. If you guys go right now, the link is down below. They're having a massive sale on their premium suits. But right now, most of that is half off, meaning that you can get premium suits for the price of, well, what you would pay at JCPenney or H&M or Zara, except these suits are made for the rich guys. The guys that are willing to pay $1,000, you're gonna get it for a complete steal right now. If you guys want an amazing first suit, a suit that you're gonna have for years and anybody that sees you is gonna think that you make $1 million a year, you guys have to click the link down below. Go ahead and check out that massive sale that's going on right now. If you click that link, you're not gonna regret it. You can pick up a suit that actually is respectable. Which rolls us on to number 4. Once you do buy that suit, make sure you're buttoning it correctly. This is one of the biggest mistakes men make when they buy a first suit. When they buy a first suit, they feel that just because it has the button in the holes, that you should button all of it. The reality is, if it's a regular 2-button suit, you should only button the top button and never button that bottom button. When you do, you completely distort the silhouette of the suit, and the suit no longer falls or drapes nicely on your body. Your body naturally comes in a V-taper and then it flares out again. When you button that second button, you make your body have this square-like appearance, which isn't attractive. Instead, you only button the top and let the bottom open up. This gives you that ideal body shape that makes you look like a Greek god. Number 5, your tie should always be proportional. This is something most guys don't understand, but when you buy a suit, if your suit has thick lapels like this one does, if I ever decide to wear a tie with this suit, I need to wear a tie that's just as thick as the lapel itself and also as thick as the shirt collar itself. But you'll see a lot of dudes that don't understand this concept and instead will buy a suit with thin lapels and wear a thick tie, or vice versa, have a suit with thick lapels and wear a thin tie, which just throws off the proportions and looks ridiculous. Number 6, you gotta choose the right fabric and right color. There are hundreds of different fabrics and colors and prints out there that you can choose from, hence why Indochino allows you to custom make a lot of them. You need to buy your basics, like your navies or your grays, because these are your versatile suits, the suits that you can wear multiple times for 5 to 10 years and never have to worry about not having a proper suit. Number 7, not wearing a watch. Now, I don't ever believe a man's wrist should be naked. You know me, I freaking love watches, and I suggest you to wear watches all the time. But if there's ever a time that you want to listen to me and make sure you cannot skip out on a watch, is right now. When you wear a suit, when you're dressed up, a watch, it's a must. It's not a question or whether you like it or not. Like, you need to wear a watch. Number 8, wearing overblown accessories. Accessories are great. You always want to accentuate your outfits, but you never want to go over the top, especially when it comes to wearing suits. When you're wearing suits, most likely you're in an elegant situation or in a formal situation, meaning that you want to be perceived as more mature, more successful. So that bullcrap, that crazy socks and floral pocket squares and little button-ears make you show your personality is completely false. They just show that you're childish and that you crave attention, and in reality, it makes your suit look more immature. Number 9, don't just wear that suit formally. If you buy a nicely fitting suit like the ones you would get at Indochino, that means that suit doesn't always have to be worn formally. I've even worn my suits with t-shirts. Like, if your trousers fit right, I like to do this move where I just take my trousers, I grab a nicely fitting t-shirt like this one, I tuck it in, mix it with some nice white trainers, and now I got a very comfortable, casual look that also looks more elegant than almost anybody would pull off. And finally, number 10, the most rookie mistake of them all, not cutting the vents, the strings, or the pockets open. When you buy a new suit, it'll usually come with a few X's or strings that are in the button side and the back vents and sealing the pockets. Sometimes you'll even find them in the shoulders themselves. Most guys don't understand that this is just put into place to make sure the suit stays in place when it's being transported. But once you take it out, the tag on your sleeve, those strings and the pockets should all be removed. All that string should be pulled, because that, again, is not actually part or integral to the suit. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 10 mistakes that guys make all the time when they wear their first suit. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Indochino. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.